Hi again, folks. Welcome to Community Generated. This is a video on the channel that takes your requests for videos. So we will look at a clip here, guys. And here it comes. And shout out goes to Joseph Alba, and Joseph says, "Because Wayne, I love your videos and watch weekly." Thank you, Joseph. He goes, "Can you do a video on my favorite player, Dylan Cozens?" I have made one, just so you know, Joseph. Just go check out Targeting the Youth, okay? Check out my Targeting the Youth segment, and you'll find a bunch of them. You'll see Dylan Cozens. I did make one, so you know. This year is his coming out party and is going to be an elite second line center for years to come. His development is amazing. What do you think his potential is? I think Dylan Cozens, the sky's the limit. I really do. I am not just saying that. I really, really do. I think Dylan Cozens, you know, can win multiple Selkies and be a 30-goal man at the same time. This is how good I think this guy is. But let's look at his NHL numbers for now. Okay. The main thing that stands out here, guys, is he's right now at his career high. 39 points is his career high, 39 in 39 games. He had 38 in 79 games last year. And if you look over on the right, takeaways to giveaways ratio, he was 33 to 30 last year. This year so far, he's 22 to 9. He has 22 takeaways in 39 games. He's going to probably make a push for 50, I'm guessing, in that department by season's end. If you look at his numbers, now his numbers are starting to look better. I mean, if you looked at the first year in the league, he only had 4 goals in that 41 games. He made an immediate impact on me, especially when he dropped the gloves in that game against the Rangers. For me, that was an immediate impact. And I even said in a video way back in the day then that if we had, you know, 20 Dylan Cozens on this team, we'd win the Stanley Cup. Let's take a look at the draft while we're discussing this, and we'll talk a little bit about this draft here one time. All right. Now, who would you guys trade Cozens for right now that was picked in that draft? I would not trade him for Trevor Zegras. I just wouldn't. He has way more intangibles to his game than Zegras does. And Zegras does have a bit of a nasty streak. He does. I'm not saying he doesn't. He does. I mean, look, he even has more penalty minutes. Zegras has a bit of a nasty streak. I just think Dylan Cozens, especially as of late, is just so coming into his own. And he's just so good defensively. He really is. I mean, if you look at Kako, Doc, you know, Byram, Turcotte, who hasn't even played, really, Sider. I wouldn't take any of these guys over Dylan Cozens. Then you can look down the list, and no, I wouldn't trade him for, I would not go near Cole Caulfield for Dylan Cozens. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't want Cole Caulfield on this team as a small winger over a big centerman that's physical. No. One guy I would trade him for, most likely, of course, Jack Hughes. After that, I don't know. I just can't see anything. Maybe I'm missing something here. I hear this Peyton Krebs guy is pretty good, too. You know. So that is look, this is just, I'm just looking at his current numbers, you know, but I wrote down some notes here because I did his game log and I looked at some things here, and let me get out of there. Hold on, guys, before I forget here. Okay, I don't want to lose my spot. Okay, so Joseph, look, I wrote some numbers down. Okay, there's some things I wrote down here, just some interesting stats, and I'll put them below as I talk about them. The Sabres are 5-8-1 when he is scoreless in a game this year. So, not a big surprise. When he registers a point, we're 15-9-1. Nothing to, you know, blow our minds about, but it's worth mentioning. His longest point drought, this impressed me. His longest point drought of this season is 2 games. He has not went 3 straight games without registering a point, and he's done 2 games 2 times. 21 out of 39 games, his face-off percentage was 50% or better. That's nice to know, because people say, well, that's only about a little more than half his games only. Who is he face-offing against? Keep that in mind. It's usually the top guys in the league, this guy. We usually put him against the top guys if we can. Now, I would say for a Sabres fan, most of us, I think all the fans really can agree he is an absolute stud. Yes, he was a solid pick in the first round. He is, I believe, right now, this very second, our best defensive player. He just, for me, is. When he's out there and we're, let's say, shorthanded, and not even shorthanded guys, just if we're playing, let's say, 5-on-5 and Dylan Cozens is out there, I feel very good about the chances of the opposition not scoring or him coming back and breaking up a play. I feel very good when Cozens is on the ice now. I'd say he is officially our number 2 centerman now. If we had any, because it was one of those question marks we all had, right? A few years back, who's going to be our number 2 center? When we had Eichel even, who's going to be our number 2 center? We weren't sure. I would say it's pretty official, that Dylan Cozens is behind Tage as our number 2 center now. And I think Granato's done great work with Dylan Cozens in his development strides. I love how he hates to lose. I marked that down too here, guys. I love how Dylan Cozens hates to lose. Hates it. You see the anger in him when we're losing in games. You see him. He's the one guy I think that's ready to drop the gloves, even though he hasn't. As of late, we know this. He hasn't been really fighting this year. But he just hates losing, this guy. So that, to me, is a real good quality. As do most of the guys in this team, hate to lose. That's contagious, that. I got here, he's going to score 30. I still believe he's going to score 30 this year, But think about it, 30 goals as this really solid defensive forward. I mean, he's really good. He's really good defensively. And guys, I think the number one thing that stands out for me, he loves being a Buffalo Sabre, this guy. He does. He loves being on this team. He is absolutely a positive guy, it seems, anytime he's talked to. And, I think that we have here a guy, and I do believe this, that is going to win multiple Selkies. I really think so. I won't be surprised when this guy wins his first Selkie because he just has all the tools to be one of the best defensive forwards in the NHL, this guy. Can he have a Hall of Fame career like Bergeron? Who knows? Sky's the limit with him. That's one thing, Joseph. The sky is the limit with this guy because he has so much potential. I could see him getting 40 goals and winning the Selkie all in the same year. This is how good I think this guy is. So, and you know what? I can throw out all sorts of stats and things like this. The one stat that for me stands out the most is just what I see with my eyes, and that's the heart of a champion. I see in this guy. I see the heart of a champion. He could be our future captain. There's a very strong possibility this could be our captain in the future. Not that for me is the main concern. We have so much leadership on this team already. But I think this could be a potential future captain on the team. And his upside, I think he's going to be better next year. I think whatever numbers he does this year, he will probably do better next year and be better even more defensively next year. He's only 21, turning 22. This is the scary thing. That's the best number of this guy. Any numbers on Dylan Cozens is that he's 21, turning 22. How far is his birthday? Can't be that far, right? Let me just check that, guys, before I close this up. I wasn't really watching that when I showed it to you. And, oh, right, I didn't have it there. Well, give me one sec. Take me one sec. I believe his birthday's coming up, isn't it? Unless I missed it and I just didn't realize. I don't think so. February. Okay. Yeah, he's 21. He'll be in a few weeks. He'll be 22 years old. There's so much good to Dylan Cozens. I don't even think I can make a video inside of like a half an hour. I can go on and on about this guy, what I've seen already in such a short amount of time. He's only played like, under what 2 full seasons would be. There's not enough I've seen of him yet, but I do like the leadership. I do like the grit. I do like the offensive swing. And especially, I do like the fact that he just hates to lose. He hates to lose. And for me, guys, Darlene, those are the leaders on the team in the future that are going to be the guys that bring in that winning culture of hating to lose in our dressing room. That's what we want, believe me. All right, done. I think that's it for the night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I do have a few things I got to do tomorrow, so I'm going to jump on that right now and get that prepared for tomorrow. Have a great night, guys.